Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is the 14th video of a playlist for cloning a Disney Plus website using MERN stack. In this video, we are going to continue making the movie's route and maybe creating other routes. So to do that, let's go back to the movie's routes in here. And as you know, in the previous video, we already created the create movie routes and the get all movie. So in this video, we are going to continue it by making the update, delete, and so on. Inside of this movie, after we creating the create movie, we are going to make the delete movie, and then for delete, we'll have router, the method is going to be delete, and for the routes or for the link, it's just going to be ID, comma, you will need the token to access this routes, and then async is request, comma, rest, and this is going to be if, and also you have to be the admin to do this. Dot users dot is admin, and then we have try, and then awaits movie dot find by ID and delete. So it will have request params.id. So it will find the ID, find field by ID and delete it. And the ID is come from here, the params, as you know in the previous video, if you watch it. And then we will return the rest, status, and then 200.json. For the message is going to be the movie has been deleted. And for the catch block, here catch block is going to have rest dot status is 500 dot json is equal to error, and then we have else rest dot status is 403 or forbidden, and then json is you are not all robots. Here, let's check it out. In the delete, I'm going to open a new tab with a delete, and then maybe I can copy it from here and paste it here. For the movies, maybe I will make others movie. Wait a second, where's the, oh, this one. I will make another movie called maybe Big Hero 6, and this I'm going to copy it here, paste it. Whoops, I will copy it, just the title, and then pass through all of this Moana and change the duration to 1 hour and 2 minutes. The year is going to be 2019. We will send it again. Let's copy the ID of this Big Hero 6 and then paste it here. Also, we need the token for it. Token is equal to mirror, or maybe we can just copy it from the others. Control A and then copy, Control C, and then paste it here, Control V. Let's send. The movie has been deleted. Now what if I send all of this again and we still get just the Moana because the Big Hero 6 is already deleted. After the delete, the delete route is done, we can make the update movie. Let's save it. Wait a second. For the update is going to be router. For the method is path, and then slash id. The root is same like in the delete, and then you will need the verify, or you need the token to access this. To access these routes, same like the others, we have the request and the result. Then we have if the request user is admin. So, and also you have to be the admin to edit a movie because different with the user. So the user is you can update your own and delete your own account, but for the only admin can update and delete it and also create it. But for the get user can get some specific data or specific movie. After here, instead of this if, we are going to have try and catch block. Gets is error. For if it's error, it will return results with a rest status is equal to error code is 500, and for the JSON is error or the error result, the error data. Then we have the cons updated movie equal to await, and this await function also is used to wait until the function or the action is done and then run the next function. It will be find by ID and update. It have request dot rams dot id. So the id is come from here. And after this, we are going to have set is request body, and then wait a second. This info is kind of annoying for me. After that, we'll have new is equal to true. Wait, where is the error here? Comma is expected after the after this params ID, we should put some comma. And after this cons updated movie, we'll have rest status for the success code is 200, and for the JSON or for the data that is going to be updated movie. Let's save, and also for this else statement, so if the user is not the admin, status is for the error code is 403, and then we have JSON is for the message is going to be you are not allowed. Let's save and see how it looks in a website here. So if you go and if you go to the postman and then make new tab here, I'm going to set the method to put copy the URL from the delete statement. And remember, this input is used for deleting, so that means the movie with this ID is already gone. So we are going to use the Moana one, and we're going to copy and then paste it here. In the headers, I'm going to pass the token. Here I'm going to copy the token, paste it here, and then I'm going to set the field that I want to edit, like for example the title or maybe the year. Here is the original one, or the first one is 2016. What about I change it to 2020 and 2020? Let's send, and we got our year changed to 2020. What if we get all of the data again to prove if the field is changed or not? And it is already changed in here. We get our year is 2020 or maybe 2020, whatever. After the update movie is done, can make our next route here. After this, I'm going to make a new one called get coming soon. So it will just get the movie that is coming soon. For the router, it's going to be get and then slash coming soon is comma unit token for this one, and then it's going to be async function. As usual, it will have request and the result, and it's going to be, and instead of here I'm going to have if, wait a second, if the request user is admin, so it means if the user is admin, it will have try, it will have try and catch block. And then for this cats, it's going to be rest. It's going to console or return result is status code. Error code is going to be 500, and for the error is going to be error. For the try is we are going to have cons movies equal to await movie dot find, wait a second, find one, wait. But I think we don't really need this one, so I will just delete it. And I think that's it for this movie routes. Let's make another one, and that's after movie. The out is done. Now we are going to make the list. For this list is we are going to have router is equal to require and express dot router. After that, we'll have the list equal to require and then dot slash model slash list. So this import is going to import the database or the models. After that, we are going to have verify is equal to require and then dot slash verify token. And the first thing we are going to do or to make is going to make the create routes, because we don't want the same accident same like in the previous video when we are checking or getting all of the movie but we get nothing. I thought it was some error, but what really happening is we don't have any movie yet. So create movie and then router dot pass. For this one is just going to be slash, and sure you have to log it in or maybe have the token to access this route, comma res. As usual, this route is going to retrieve request and the results, and it should be request user dot is admin. The user have to be the admin to do this, and instead of here we'll have cons new list equal to new list from the rec dot body. I will after this after this new list, we are going to have try is equal to, I'm going to have try and catch block here. Try and catch. For the catch is going to be error. In here I'm going to return the rest. Status code is 500, and for the error is going to be error. For the try is going to be cons is save list is equal to await new list dot save. And then we have the rest status. It will be 201. That means it is created. And for the JSON, it's going to be saved list. Now let's try it in a Postman. First, I'm going to close this get, delete, and put models API, movie API. We are not going to close this movie because it's need a little bit more effort to make the fields and insert a new data. But first, I'm going to add some new data here. Maybe I will just send the big hero 6 one more time, because as you know, we already delete that one before. Now we are going to pause, and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it here, and this is going to be less. But first, we have to import the model. We have to export the router. Model that export is equal to router, something like this. Yep, it should be exports. And go to the index.js inside of the API and make a new route in here. This going to be list, and here is going to be list 2. Close the index.js here, and let's try it inside of the Postman, where the body is raw, and then it will be JSON. It will have, let me see in the list. Wait, what did I change here? Let's go to the list model. We have title. Title is equal to popular movies. And then we have category. Category is kids or maybe action. After that, we have the content. This content is going to be some array. The first one is going to be, by the second, maybe I will just going to get all of the data from the movie. But let's first copy the token here, the headers, and then token is equal to mirror and then send. Could not get. There was some error in here. Again, we use string but in the lowercase s. Change it to uppercase s, and now we should good to go. Nope, we still get some error. Whoops, it should be timestamp is equal to, I guess, wait a second, timestamp is equal to true. Save, and now let's see. Now we should good to go. The backend server is running and the DB connection is successful. Let's try to get all of the movie. The first one is the big hero, so let's put it instead of this content. And the second one is going to be Moana. Copy and then comma, paste it here. Maybe I will just make it as a cartoon, where the category is kids. After the content, we have is series. Whoops, is series is going to be false, and we don't have any more. We don't have any fields, and we don't have any more fields to fill. Let's copy the token and try to send it to the database. We will have token is equal to the token, send, and we got our title, category, content, series, and so on. After the creating list is done, now we are going to make the get all. We are going to make the get function of it. So for the list is going to be is the another one is going to be get all is going to be router dot get is going to be slash comma verify comma async. There's going to be async function, and you should have a token to access this route. So like usually we have request comma result, and then we have the cons, and then instead of here we have a try cats block try, and then cat is error, and then we have rest status is the code is 500, the error code is 500, and for the error return is going to be error. For the try is going to be cons list is equal to await list dot find. So this is going to find all of it and sort by the created at dot created at and description. After that, we are going to rest dot status is 200, so that means it's okay or successful. And for the JSON, it's going to be list dot reverse and then save. Let's try to get all of the lists in here. Maybe I will move this here. Whoops, I move here. It's open up a new tab. Copy this one. Copy the URL. Paste it here. And also copy the token and headers. I'm going to give it token is equal to this token. Let's try to send it and see what we got. And here, as you can see, we got all of the lists, but since we just have one list, so what appear is just one list. After get all, we are going to make the delete list, and here also have to get all lists. This supposed to not movie, this supposed to be list, delete list, and then footer. For the method is going to be delete, and it's going to be have the ID. You'll have you have to log it in to access this, or you have to have the token. And then we have the async request comma result, and it's going to be if the request comma dot user dot is admin. So this means if the user is admin or not. And also it's supposed to be a raw function. Save it. So if the user is admin, it will have a try and cats block. Cats is, and here also we have else. For the else is going to be rest dot status is 403 dot json, and for the json or maybe the message is going to be you are not allowed. For the try or for the catch first, so if this is error, it will have rest, and then status is 403 dot json. It will have 400 for the error code, and then json error. The error is going to be the error. And for the try is await list dot find by id and delete. And for the id is come from the request and params and id, and the params is come from here. So after we do that, after we delete it, we will return the results with a success code equal to 200. So that means it's successful. And for the message is the list has been deleted. Save. And now let's see how it looks in a Postman here. In a Postman, I will copy the URL and make new tab here. And I'm going to copy this cartoon list, and then paste it here. And also we need the token, so we are going to pass it here. Token equal to mirror and then send. Let's see. Cannot get API/list. That error usually appear when we are not putting this list inside of the index.api. Let me see here. We are already passing it. The list API list. Oh yeah. It's supposed to be delayed, not get. Let's send and see. The list has been deleted. What if we get all of the list? It is empty. Yep, it is empty. So that means our delete function is working. Now let's add one more. Here now we have our cartoon list back to make or to test our edit function. For the edit is a little bit similar to the others route. So it's going to be update list and then router dot put and then it's going to be slash id comma verify is going to be async and then request, and after the request, after he will getting the request, after it getting the request, it will get the results, and then it will equals to if and then request dot user dot is admin and then instead of here we'll have a try is equal to cons and then updated list is equal to await and then list dot find by id and update, and then we have the request params dot id comma and then set the request body, so it will set the data to the request body or the data that we just passed, and new is true. I'm going to give it semicolon here, and for the result is status is 200, and for the JSON return is going to be updated list. After this, wait a second, I see some error here. Maybe that is because we are not creating the cats block yet. And the cats we will have rest.status is 403 and then .json you are not allowed. So wait a second. For this one is going to be this error will appear in the else statement here. But for the cats it's just going to be rest.status and then 500.json is going to be error. Save, and then we are going to try it in here. I'm going to copy the URL from the delete and paste it here. But remember, the delete ID is the ID from the list that have been deleted. So that means we can use the ID again. I will get the newest ID here and paste it here. and also we have to pass the token. I'm going to copy the token, and the token is going to be mirror and blah 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 blah. Let's send. Okay, cannot get. That is because we are not changing the method to the path. As you can see here, we use the put method. And now in here, go to the body and then row, change it to the JSON, and then change the title to be let me see here. If the title is cartoon, what if I change it to the movie cartoon? Save and then send. We get our title movie cartoon updated, or the title of the cartoon is updated. Now what if we get all of the data to proof and it is updated to the movie cartoon? So that means our update function is working. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you will enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.